Let's get these things finished up. A little bit of spray butter. I believe I lost some audio earlier. I do apologize. I had my little cousin, I say little, because none of us are little anymore. I just found out this morning that he passed away, and had this cook sort of planned, sort of kind of rushing it, just to do something to keep my mind off things. But anyhow, so we're going to try something different here. We're going to try to sweeten them up a little bit with Uncle Steve's Sweet and Spicier. Our base coat was Uncle Steve's new SPG. I'm telling y'all, you need to try this stuff. And then of course we went with Uncle Steve's Pig Shake as a top coat. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little of this on here. I'm not going to go real crazy with it. So they're 170, actually 179 right now, 178. So these will be finished up in no time. All right, we got that hanging apparatus off there that I had made by the Amish people. Got the grate back on. We're just gonna let these ribs sit in here for a little bit. Honestly, you know, you could eat them right now, but I want to try and make them a little bit more tender. So we'll bring you back here shortly. All right, we're gonna check one of these things. I'm quite certain they're done, but I'm gonna stick a probe in one of them. Ouch! Y'all know me. I'm all about Uncle Steve's barbecue sauce with no name. And if you don't like that squeeze top, you're hard to please. Alright, there y'all go. I'll tell you what, that's about the fastest rack of ribs I've ever cooked. Cooking in that Kamado, what a difference. That's why I was sort of concerned about the temp. I want to let it go up. Because it was cooking so fast, I wanted to make sure I had tender ribs. Man, I love that Uncle Steve sauce. Excellent. Excuse me. All right, y'all, we'll bring you back. All right, so let's have a recap. Labor Day 2023. Rest in peace, Cousin Jimbo. This cook's for you, buddy. I was pretty pleased with this cook. You know, used that hanging method for my Kamado cooker. I had the Amish make this wire rack for me out of stainless steel rod, and it really worked great. You know, I've used it on chicken before, on a whole chicken, and I was really happy with it. The only thing I did different this time than I did the first time the chicken is that I paid attention to the size of the fire. You know, I made sure that it was, I didn't need, you know, a whole basket for a lump coal, in other words. So I cut that down to about 1/3 of a basket, 4 chunks of hickory wood, and let them smoke. They cooked extremely fast. That's why I was a little afraid that they would cook too fast. I wanted to make sure my temps were up in the 200s, before low 200s, under 205. Before I pulled the ribs, because I wanted to make sure I had a a nice tender rib. Got the 170s, 180s. I went ahead and wrapped, pulled that off, put some of that Uncle Steve's sauce with no name, that barbecue sauce. I'm telling you people, that barbecue sauce is out of this world. Anyhow, ribs were great. The hanging method in my Bayou Classic Kamado style ceramic cooker just worked great. Worked absolutely great. I tell you what, this, as I said earlier in the video, the Uncle Steve products I use as the top and base coat, and then the barbecue sauce. But this time I actually used Uncle Steve's sweet dessert shake. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm struggling to read it. I wanted to add a little element of sweet. Instead of putting, honey all over the ribs or brown sugar all over the ribs, I said, I'm going to try this Uncle Steve's dessert shake. And I'm telling you what, that little hint of cinnamon that you get from the ribs, bam, 100% home run. Great flavors, great taste. I'll definitely use it again on some ribs, but I think that's about it. Thank you all for joining me today, and I'm glad I went ahead and did this video just to get my mind off things, but happy to be able to give you all videos, and hope you come back to the next one.